The best story I could probably think about is the first political client I had in Reginald Scandrett, and he's still my client to this day. But what I did during this time is, when I first started working with him, I took a 30,000 foot view and I looked at presidential campaigns that had worked using social media. And ironically enough, there was one on each side of the aisle. There was the Barack Obama campaign and there was the Donald Trump campaign. And one thing I think that they did a lot better than a lot of other candidates in the past who ran for office is they took their content to where people were versus expecting them to create great content and people come to them. I think in business, it's one of these things where people believe it's a build it and they will come mentality. And I'm here to tell you that regardless of how great you build something, if nobody knows about it, nobody's going to show up. And so one thing that I kind of strategized for that campaign was, okay, we're going to create content, video content at scale so that people could see him in different lights, whether it's being the candidate, doing things in the community, people endorsing him. I understood early on that video content creation was the way to go because it sits in people's brains longer. If you see a picture come onto a screen, it comes and goes. But when it comes to video, it allows people to really learn about you. And that was one of the first things that I had seen from a smaller election perspective. I had never seen anybody do it to the scale that we had done it in 2020. And 2024, we're doing some things like that too. But that's probably the coolest success story I have because that was the first time that I really wanted to reach the masses with the strategy and it was successful.